Whoa. Stream is starting. The Captain Coder at the helm. Bean water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. Captain Coder here on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning, folks. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a beautiful day. So great to see you, so great to have you here. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Congratulations on your number one, once again, Camillos. Camillos, oh, just like waiting for it. Boom, gonna get it. Clayman, welcome in. Congratulations on your number two. So great to see you, Clayman. How's your project coming on? What have you been working on these days? I know you were working on your side project for a while. Are you still working on it? But last time I was there, you were working on Epic Hero Game again, which is awesome. It's coming along great. I cannot wait to play it again. When you're ready for some more playtesting. Smab, happy Tuesday indeed, my friend. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Dramulks, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm looking forward to seeing your whole system. Looks amazing. I'm telling you, a lot of the systems you've built here really could almost certainly get those published out there. I turned it off, Tramux. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just Covino, it's great to have you here, my friend. It's true. This stream ain't big enough for the both of us. Covino, we should do something together at some point. We should do. I know you got the Jiggle Jam coming up, Covino. We should plan something. We should plan something. I think it'd be really cool to do a co-stream with you. Something along those lines. You're so good at the streaming stuff these days. I've been pretty bad at it. Intense Code says, I'm partially participating in the Flame Game Jam, trying to get a Tempest-inspired game done, letting Cursor do most of the work because I'm old, fat, and lazy. It happens. It happens. I've heard interesting things. I'm not going to say good things or bad things. I've heard interesting things about Cursor. Busy moving to .NET Preview 3 and new extension member syntax. I am looking. That whole thing looks really cool, Smab. I'm really looking forward to that. Mad Chirpy, how you been? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Mad Chirpy. Thank you so much for playtesting my game yesterday. It was so helpful, so informative to watch you play it and get that information, get to know a little bit about what's going on there. Super cool. Super cool. Thank you so much for that. Mad Chirpy, it's wonderful to have your intensive code. It's great to see you as always. Kovalaki, how the heck are you doing? Congratulations on your number 6. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It is so nice to see it. So great to have you here. We're going to be playing more Dungeon Crawler entries today. I updated the command a little bit. !play will get you a link to submit your game. Get you a link to submit your game because I want a little bit of extra information on basically the form will let me know. You have a spot to mark, like, do you want to watch me play it live, right? Do you want to be here to interact with me when I do it? Or would it be okay if I played your game not with you in the chat, because it would be, not everyone's going to be able to be there. It's more of a preference thing. Sometimes we have people in the chat, sometimes we don't. So it sort of helps me prioritize when I'm going to play it, as well as gives me an opportunity to potentially play them, but record myself offline, because I'm not going to, I don't have infinite time to stream these days. Not that I ever had infinite time, but it seems somehow when I was streaming early on, it seemed like I always infinite time to stream. I'm just busier with my life these days. Busier with my life. Got more going on. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to jump into some dungeon crawlers here. We're going to start off with Bok Lee. We have a submission here by Tribe. We're going to do Bok Lee. Is the game we're going to be playing today. Oh, and I should put a link here to it. All right, we're playing Bok Lee by Tribe. Is that what the name is on here? Maya Tribe. Playing Bok Lee. I'm just going to do playing Bok Lee. Here we go. Link to it like that. And then we're going to pin that up at the top for people. Let me go ahead and turn off the background music. Let's turn on the desktop music in case we have some. I'm going to hit the recording button, so we'll be recording this in case something goes wrong with the stream. All right, we're checking out Bok Lee by Tribe. My short entry for the Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025. It's not obvious, but you can add stats to your character as you level. It's pretty much required in order to finish the game. Also, you can press escape in-game to bring up a menu that will show you what the stats do. All right, let's try the web build. One thing that's a little bit tricky about doing web builds where you have the escape key. So I noticed you don't have a full screen option, and maybe you didn't want a full screen option. Maybe it needed to be a very specific window size. One thing about the browser and full screen is if you press escape, it ends up closing the window. But there's a little trick. There's a little trick you can do on itch games to get full screen to work where you can still have escape being a key you can use. I learned this from Jimbly last year, actually. So in my game, let me show you real quick. There's this option. Notice that it just launches in the window. It takes up the entire screen in the window. Also, can people hear the music? It takes up the full screen in the window, right? So there's this option that sets it to have the game launch full screen in window, which takes up the whole window. And now, if you press F11, if I press F11, it launches, it makes the window, the web browser take up full screen. And so now the escape key doesn't exit, instead F11 exits. You'll notice, or if you hold down the escape key, it'll exit there. So there's this sort of way to bypass the little situation there. So kind of cool. Just a little thing to know, a little tip here. I learned that from Jimbly last year. Super awesome. Mad Chirpy says, I'm still a bit too unemployed to get a Kinesis keyboard. I ordered a vertical mouse. That's fine. The Kinesis keyboard's a little bit spicy on that price, right? A little spice. All right, check out Bok Lee and the Curse of the Golden Egg. You do have a music volume slider that appears to work. Nice, nice. It also doesn't start all the way full. This text is a little bit small for me to read, but I can squint. I'm on a giant monitor, a 4K. I wouldn't say giant. I'm on a 4K monitor, so this text's a little small for me. I can squint though, but you can see here if I go to my full screen, you see that it's a little bit hard to read here. The chicken reminds me of the Courage, the Cowardly Dog chicken. Yeah, this is a great little piece of art here. I do love that. I like that you took the time to add the texture and stuff to the background here as well. WASD movement, QE, rotate. I'm going to take a screenshot of this just in case I need it while I'm playing. I have that open over on my other monitor here. Space to skip a turn. Space is a tough one for me because I have a Kinesis keyboard and my space is only on my right thumb. So hopefully I don't need the mouse too much. Move into the enemy to perform an attack. Oh, I could also just set up. I have another keyboard I could set up as well. I could do some remapping. We'll see if it becomes an issue. I'll update my keyboard controls to match. Set increases attack, and I have this on the other screen as well. Increases attack, damage, increases max health, regen, and reduces damage. Increase this, then. Okay, move into enemies, perform attack, space to skip turn. All right, let's do it. New game. The Almighty Clock. Hey, Bok Lee. There was an accident at the Kung Fu Academy, and you're now in purgatory. But because of your heroic acts in life, you have a second chance. Find the golden egg, and you'll be resurrected. Super Dan, great to see you. Ooh, I love. We got the instant step here. It does look like it's 3D rendered. Not Atlas, but with the instant step, which is nice, which can be a little disorienting for people watching on stream. For what it's worth, I actually love instant step. I love instant step. It feels nice. Sometimes the transitional movement feels weird. I like to be able to feel right when I tap it, boom, feels like I'm right there. So sometimes people add in like delays or holdings. Oh, I missed that text. I was talking too much. I missed the text. Yeah, the perspective feels great in this one. It feels really good. So we have if we were to draw lines, here's an example. And I think mine fails at this year. The perspective in mine isn't quite right. So if we were to draw lines here on the grid, we see And this is something that older dungeon crawlers did. And some of the new, if you haven't done this before, you'll miss out on it. You can actually see the tile you're in. So we're in, this is the tile we're in. We can see the tile to the left and to the right of us a little bit. And the walls, the way it's lined up is really nice here. So sometimes people miss out on this, or the perspective will be pulled back really far and everything gets kind of distorted. But nothing feels distorted in this one, which I really like. Yeah. Maybe, so this here is a single tile. So the one thing here, this is a single tile. And some people might think, I've been playing games that look like this so long, this might feel like it's a little bit too long for a single tile, but it looks great to me. Okay, so we're gonna come in here. We got 2 doors. I can't Bok my way through it. It appears you need a platinum key to unlock this door. Okay. Z could have compressed a little bit, but it's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. I think this is a better perspective than my entry, if I'm completely honest. I feel a little bad. Uh-oh. Missed. Hang on. Bop, bop. Okay, got him. Bop, 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 bop. All right, I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm talking too much. So one thing that would be nice is getting a little bit of like audio feedback. Yeah, Smab. So it seems that it's because I'm on I don't know if it's because I'm on a giant monitor. I'm not playing full screen. It doesn't have a full screen option. The text is quite small. I agree with that. I can squint to see it. It doesn't look so bad on my 2K monitor. It's still small on my 2K as well. Okay, so I can increase stat. Oh, I have stats to spend here. Doing damage feels good. Chance to dodge, increase critical hit, chance to hit. It would be nice, and maybe there's something about this to be able to see what these do outside of that intro screen. So I happened to take a screenshot so I can see what these do off to the side. It would be nice to have like a little hover information or something in here that tells me a little bit more. But doing damage seems pretty good. Having more health. Ooh, that healed. That gave me a lot more health. I have 4x the health. Now, if only I knew how to replenish my health. Let's go find it. All right. Okay, this room is empty. I think. Doesn't appear to have any secret walls or anything like that. You obtained the platinum key. Oh, I'm a platinum key member now. Platinum key rewards. I do like that the doors have the different. Oh, something's hitting me. Oh, you turned to fried chicken. I'm gonna get them. It's more of a roast. Okay, I don't quite understand what's healing me. You have leveled up again. I think maybe when I hit things, I'm healing up. Health regen. All right, so I know Vitality has max health, health regen, and reduces damage taken. That feels pretty important. I'm gonna go with health and damage. Lots of health, lots of damage. That seems good. Although I'm having diminishing returns on the health increase, so I always get +5. So this is going to incentivize me to choose something else, I believe, pretty soon, because health increasing by 5. At first, that was plus 50% health. Every time I add one, it's like the ratio of how much health to total health is reduced by every time. So it doesn't scale with that, which is probably a good thing. All right, let's come back down here. I'm not really paying attention to the direction I'm traveling. I'm gonna get up to 60 health here. I'm gonna get to 20 strength, and then I'm gonna start introducing other stuff. Increase hit chance. I don't feel like I'm having any trouble hitting things. Let's increase dodge. Okay. Oh, the golden key. Golden key. Coming down. All right. But yeah, I do believe people have complained about this in chat before, is the game looks weird when they're streaming, because they're not pressing the button. They're not feeling me press the button. So the feedback isn't immediate for them. It just looks like everything is sort of jumping around. So just one thought, if you're having people, oh, Bukirk, okay. Royd Rooster has been defeated. The door to the next level is open. Okay, all right, cool. Next level. All right. I do wonder if they're like procedurally generated, or if there's a certain number. That wasn't the stairway to heaven. You just climbed. You reached the second level where you will encounter more foes. You must continue searching for the golden egg. Also, since floor doesn't flip, it's difficult sometimes to see if you're moving. Yes. Right. So from a streamer perspective, so one thing I did to try and help with this, I have a, let me show my entry from last year. Cosmic Encounter has a toggle for movement. And so one thing, no one really played it without the instant movement. With instant movement, I mean, there was a toggle somewhere. Instant step. Okay. So one thing I did in this one, let me get to the main area here, is notice every tile changes. Super Dan, that's exactly how I feel, right? JD, welcome in, by the way. Notice every tile I swap the color of it, so it's relatively easy to tell when I've moved. So that is something that I intentionally did to make it easier to follow the instant step. Just a thought there. But the fill for me is great. Yeah, that was one thing I intentionally did last year to make it so instant step didn't look bad. And then no one used the instant step, so it didn't really matter. Let's get that sound back on. Maybe Karnak so we can see the key presses. Ooh, that would be a good idea too. Having it so you can see the key presses I could be on, or having like a little on-screen buttons you could click, and then when you press the keys on the keyboard, they would highlight so you could actually see which keys were being pressed. That'd be pretty cool too. Yeah. Oh, exactly. So I haven't used anything quite like that before because I'm scared of it. Second camera on your keyboard. Oh, I liked the luchador chicken there. I think I might be too powerful. I might be too powerful for this game. All right, there's this loop here. I am curious if these were procedurally generated or not as well. All right, we can just clobber. I'm just clobbering my way through. It appears you don't have the bronze key. That's okay. That bat don't mean nothing. That bat don't mean nothing. Oh, you got another bat? Bat. All right. Let's increase. More agility feels good. Chance to dodge. Not taking damage feels good. I don't feel like I'm taking a ton of damage anyway. Oh yeah, they're missing. They're missing. You can't hit me. I'm the gingerbread man. All right, silver key. And maybe I'm moving super fast. Maybe I could slow down so people could see a little bit better. Yeah, these long hallways are interesting to watch on stream for people not typing it. So it's like, it feels a little weird. Look, this hallway's so long. The movement feedback feels a little weird. I'm going so fast. Yeah, so this would be one example here of it feels weird. Moving forward, the perspective, because there's no tile changes, there's no variation in the walls or tiles. But the tile you are using looks great, by the way. Okay. Turn sideways and then strafe. Ah, that's a good example. Yeah, let's go down that. So you can't tell I'm moving at all. I am moving. That's a great way to point it out, Zuper Dan. Thank you so much for that suggestion to demonstrate it. Okay. A little map might be nice too. All right. I haven't really needed the map yet, but a little map would be nice just so I can know whether or not I've been somewhere. A little auto mapper would be pretty cool. And in a lot of tools, they're relatively easy to do if you use an orthographic camera just pointing down on your existing, especially if you're doing like a 3D environment. It becomes quite easy and quite nice to add it in. You leveled up? Okay, I keep leveling up. That's good. Leveling up is good. All right, you gotta find this other door. All right, we gotta follow the left wall. Is that the rule? Found some more Thor chickens. Left walleye brought me in a loop, perhaps? I'm not quite sure. I do like the little meters and stuff in here. Yeah, the one really, the one thing that I think would make this just like elevate this so much would just be little sound effects when I am taking damage or dealing damage. That would just add a lot to it. And I don't think that would be super hard to implement. All right, let's level up here. Agility feels good. Let's get that to 30. Increase chance. Let's increase dexterity in case we start, just to prevent ourselves from missing in the future. You've reached the destination. The final encounter will reward you with golden egg. All right. I do like that there is progression, like a level progression thing going on here. Feels a bit easy, but that is a good thing for a jam game. If you wanted to extend this, it would I think this would feel maybe not super fun long term, right? So I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting, just plowing through these guys. I happen to maybe just pick really good stats initially, so I'm not dying. I do want to see, I'm probably going to play it again. I suspect I'm getting close to the end here. I do want to play it again just to see if what happens when I die, because I don't think I'm going to die. I think I managed to level up enough and have good enough stats distribution, selected sort of the right things to prevent myself from being killed. All the art in this is fantastic, by the way. Yeah, you get quite powerful. It felt like I got very powerful very quickly, and so there was never the struggle. A lot of games, one of the things that I like about games is my favorite type of Dungeons and Dragons is advanced Dungeons and Dragons, low level advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm really biased to that. It's where you die a lot early on, and then eventually, if you manage to survive, all the weak characters end up dying really quickly, and then a few characters will make it through and it's so satisfying to have these incredibly powerful characters that you've grinded through very challenging situations to just be epic heroes. And so I'm a big fan of games where you start out incredibly weak, and then it feels so satisfying to unlock abilities and powers that make you feel super powerful, especially if you have an opportunity to go back. I like games that let you go back to early areas so you can just dominate those areas. Super cool stuff. I do really like this game. Really, really solid entry here. Simple. Art is fantastic. Movement feels really good. Little bit of story, a little bit of premise, not too much. Welcome in, Need Job Cutter. Great to see you again. Your job is really good. Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. All right, here we go. Chirp, chirp. You son of a rooster. There's no way I'll let anyone get that golden egg. Oh, you can't touch me. I'm too fast. I'm too dexterous. I'm too powerful. The golden egg is yours, and your second chance starts now. Use it well. Make the Kung Fu Academy a safer place. Excellent, excellent little entry here. Gupta, great to see you. How you doing? Where hast thou ship sailed from? Yeah, I've been away for a bit. I've been jamming. It's great to see you though. Kiristine, welcome back. Happy Monday. It's Monday. It's always Monday down here. We just say happy Monday. All right, I do want to see if I can essentially lose, or if yeah, it looks like these are predefined levels. This looks like the exact same start as before. So it doesn't look like procedurally generated, which is totally fine. I'm going to choose not to level up because I want to see what happens if I die. I want to try and die here. I see you gain a little bit of health every time you move. It's always Monday. Yeah, it's always Monday down here. So it started out saying happy Monday because I would try and say happy whatever day it happened to be. But then I would... I never knew what day it was, so I'd always get it wrong. Okay, so I did. You have been defeated. Train harder next time. And then it moves me back to the beginning. I still have all my experience, though. Okay, nice. fantastic little jam entry here. Thank you so much for sharing it. Thank you so much for submitting it. Absolutely, absolutely enjoyed this one. It's everything you could want in a little tiny game jam entry. Short, sweet, beautiful graphics, fun environment, ambiance. The one thing that I think is missing that would elevate this to the next level, the little bit of shine, a little bit of posture would be the sound effects, feedback, attacking and receiving damage, and then potentially moving. So those three sound effects, I think, would have elevated this to the next level, give it that little extra polish. Thank you so much for sharing this game with us. Fantastic. I really enjoyed this one. I'm going to stop the recording here. And I'm just going to label it here so I have it. And then we're going to move on to the next one. Awesome little entry, though. Really, really enjoyed this one. Bok Lee. Bok Lee, thank you so much for sharing it. I'm going to add a timestamp in here as well. Our timestamp is 34. I should have done the timestamp at the beginning, actually. Our end timestamp is going to be 34:30, and then start time, end time. So I'm going to have to update that. That's okay. So I'll have to go back. We'll have to find the start time, and then I just forgot to do it. All right, everybody. Let me name this video. Then we're going to move on to the next one. And if you want to share your game, I've set up a little Google form to keep track of it so people can submit and let me know if they want to be here to watch live or not. So if you want to be here, you can have that preference. You can add it in there so that I know. And I don't have to ask, because some people don't mind if they're not present. They're not going to interact with chat anyway. Some people really want to be present to chat with or help. Like sometimes it can be helpful to have someone, especially if you didn't quite get the controls or whatever. Curious DNA, yes, please do resubmit. That would be super helpful to resubmit. I do have yours. There's only yours and Bone Bra and you have submitted, and I haven't played, so I could add it manually, but it'd be super helpful if you just add it in there for me. Appreciate. Thank you for asking. All right, this one was my third one. This is DC Jam 2025. This was Bok Lee. Excellent. Okay. Cozy Naz, welcome back. Happy day, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for that. And we'll do yours next, Curious DNA, actually. Since you happen to be here and you submitted yesterday, we're going to play yours next. Go find it here. Escape works. So I guess you don't have to resubmit it, if I'm honest. It'd be helpful, though, because I'm going to use it to keep track of the ones I've rated as well. Let's see, what are those nasty chickens up up to again? I know, right? All right, so we are playing Escape Work by Curious DNA. That's right, JD. What in tarnations? What in tarnations? Let me add the link here for it. I'm going to pin that up there so people know what we're playing. Like that. The text down at the bottom of my screen saying people can type play to add or submit their game. It's kind of hard to read. I should maybe add a little background to that. Give me a second here. I'm going to see if I can add that. Give me a moment here. Background opacity. There we go. Now it'll be a little bit easier to read. Can I change the font as well? The font is... I guess we'll leave it. Okay. Thank you so much for resubmitting. I appreciate it. Okay. Here we go. Escape Work. Let's download it so we have that ready to go. Okay. And I'll read this a little bit. Let me start my recording. Escape Work. How to play. Tilde. Was plus que. Turning. Free look on right mouse button. Space to open, close doors, and dash in minigame. But if you haven't played Anomaly Hunt games before, please read the bit about the office exits and anomalies. I have not, so I'll need to read that. Your computer. The most important feature of the computer is that it shows the weekday that is your current progress. If you took the correct exit on your previous day, you'll have progressed to the next day. If you took the wrong exit, you will have been seen back in time. Oh, sent back in time. How far back depends on the settings. If you are new to the anomaly hunt genre and you don't want to spend too much time or don't like being too scared about losing progress and doubting yourself, it's recommended to set the progression setting to forgiving. I'll probably do that. You lose one day rather than always starting on Monday again. Your computer holds some of the instructions presented here. Once you've completed the game, you get a new app showing which anomalies you've encountered and solved correctly, and the remaining listed but censored. You cannot pause and or save your progress while at the computer, but the office is effectively paused until you stand up, so don't feel any stress while here. The anomaly hunt genre, at least in my interpretation, means you have to look around the office each day, look through all the rooms to figure out if something is amiss or everything is as it should be. Some anomalies will be discreet but clear once you see them. Others will be impossible to miss if you've looked through all rooms. Okay, there was a game like this last year that I was really bad at. So be prepared to see how terrible I am at spotting the differences. I've actually played a few of these now. Now that you mention, I'm bad at this type of game. So it's gonna be disappointing to watch, or probably frustrating to watch me play. Okay. Use WASD with QE for training, but keys can be rebound. Space makes you interact that is open and closing doors. Space is a weird one for me because it's on a weird spot on my keyboard. There's a free camera for looking around. Hold the right mouse button and press, but it is optional to use it. The anomaly should be possible to spot without it. The office manager will be patrolling with main area, kitchen, and their own office. They should be avoided as far as possible. Oh, cool. You have a rebind in the game. Awesome. Fallen, great to see you. How you doing? Happy Monday, my friend. Great to have you here. What have you been up to, Fallen? Escape pause the game gives you access to the settings and saving. Quitting the manager fight. Your job. There's a lot to read here. There is a lot to read here. Just a heads up. So I am never gonna remember all of this. There's a lot to read, and not. It'd be cool to have little like pictures that demonstrate what you're trying to explain, so that way when I start playing, I can have a mental note, at least for me, a visual thing, be like, oh, that's the thing that will remind me to come back. Thanks for the goggles, JD. Your job is to not get hit by the letters, nor caught by the spikes, and survive for the given time. New rooms are spawned in as soon as you approach the exit. Dashing space is your tool for avoiding getting cornered by the letters. It makes you invulnerable for a short while, while also increasing your speed. Need a comma here. You can use escape to pause the game here too, but if you choose to save and exit, you'll have to retry the manager fight from its beginning the next time you load the game. Exits. The elevator is in front of the office beyond the glass door. This is the normal way to leave at the end of a workday and should only be used if you are sure that there are no anomalies active. If you choose wrong, you are going to be punished. The fire escape exit is in the back, near where you have your computer. You should only exit this way if you've encountered an anomaly. Anatomy of an anomaly. Anomalies should be secret, so please be mindful about spoiling them. Yes, that makes sense. The anomalies are either there or not. This is decided as soon as the day loads, and in the player actions don't in any way affect that. Okay, I like that you explained that here. So if you're not spotting any anomaly, hopefully it was a normal day at the office and you should take the elevator exit. There's no point in lingering hoping for anomalies to appear. The game designs that you will never know if a particular day will have an anomaly or not, and there are enough anomalies that you shouldn't have to encounter the same anomaly twice. What you can learn through discovering them, though, is what type of things can be anomalies. There's only ever one anomaly active at the same time. Some anomalies will be a bit scary. Some will be more of that's not how that normally looks or works. There shouldn't be any question, with the exception of one anomaly perhaps, if something is an anomaly or not. Remember to check the day of the week on the computer after you've chosen your exit to see if you did the right choice or not. Fallen Learn says, bugging JD about countless Drupal issues when I'm not bugging JD, been doing security stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, JD is our resident Drupal PHP expert. That's the Drupal / PHP. All keys except for escape can be rebound in settings. Navigate the office and move your character in the battle minigame. Turn space right. The mouse button is used for menu while sitting at the computer. No bugs. The angle strength of the mirror reflection in the bathroom isn't perfect and isn't an anomaly. Okay. If you are caught inside a cubicle by the boss, you will have to lose the battle to get out of the situation. I'm very sorry for this, but please pause the game and shift to the forgiving mode before losing on purpose. The camera will clip through geometry at times, especially while using the free camera. The door to the manager's office can become confused about if it is open or closed. Just interact with it a couple times to find out. The cursor, your computer can get stuck not reaching the stand-up button. Just shake the mouse around a bit and it seems to resolve itself. Okay. There's partial controller support, but it's buggy. Okay, good to know. JD, don't make me prove it. Don't make me prove it, because I'll prove it. I'll dig down, I'll dig deep, and we'll prove it. Let's go into my downloads folder. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Let's extract this here. Work week win 1. Apparently I downloaded this already. I must have downloaded it yesterday. I probably downloaded it to play yesterday and didn't have time. I think that's what I recall. Run it anyway. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get my chat set up so I can read it still. Let me pop this chat out on my other monitor. There we go. So I should still be able to see chat. Beautiful. Okay. How are the volume levels for you? They're quite loud for me. Okay. Oh, thank you. And you got to hit the enhance button to see the whole screen. Move this over here. 1 second. Something weird is going on. The audio is a little bit strange. The audio, there's like a feedback on it. That's on my end, though. Give me a second to see if I can fix that. Okay. There's a little bit of feedback on the audio. It's related to my streaming computer. So I have 2 computers, and the way that the sound, there's a wire that goes between the 2 that I think is too close to the graphics card. So when the graphics card is being used. All right. We're just going to deal with it. Sorry about it. Okay. I do like the music. WSD backwards. Let's interact in dash. We'll switch that to backspace because that's where I would want it to be. I'm going to do forgiving. Let's try it. All right. How bad is that buzz for you guys? Because I may end up turning the audio off because that buzz feels really bad, but I'm not sure how much it's coming through on your end. Because You don't hear the buzz. Okay, so it's just me. It's just me. Good, good. Okay, great. Gupta can hear it. I can hear it. If people are saying they can't hear, I'll have to go back and listen to it. I think if you're wearing headphones, you can hear it. It's this very high pitch in the back. Oh, you can hear the audio, not the buzz. Okay. There's a crazy buzz. I wish there was a way to have you guys hear it just so you could hear what I'm suffering for you. I'm suffering for you. The ship is sinking, and the boss' only solution is to assign overtime. Avoid boss. If everything looks normal, leave through the front using the elevator. If something seems out of the ordinary, leave through the fire escape in the back. Hopefully we'll make it to Sunday and escape to our D&D session. New to Anomaly Hunt games, please read help. Okay. Credits. I like this. This is cool. No worries, Fawn. It does sound like everyone is saying that they can't hear it, so that's a good thing. Okay. If something seems out of normal, leave to the elevator. Okay. So pause, escape to pause game, go to the settings. That works well. I can do a free look thing. Okay. So I'm going to be so bad at this. How do I sit down at the computer? Preset, interact, space. I have it set to backspace, but maybe. Oh, you don't sit down again. Okay. I wanted to double check if I'm supposed to go through. Am I supposed to avoid Eric? Oh, this is going to be. Eric has a coffee cup. Oh, oh no. Nice little minigame. Dash. Oh, I see. Okay. Loyalty. This is our boss making us work overtime. Work. Loyalty. Deadline. Company. Work. Okay, the letters hurt me. Ha! Oh, I got cornered in the office. This is okay. That is really funny little combat scene. It feels kind of like Undertale combat. Yeah, I understand now. I didn't understand at the moment. If it looks normal, leave through the front elevator. If it seemed out of right, use the fire escape. Okay. All right, Zach, Eric. I'm gonna get these names. Mary, Zach, Eric, Mary. Oh goodness, I gotta. Zach, Eric, Mary. Oh, this guy. Zach, Sophia, Susan, Sam, Amir, Sam. Sam has a photo. I already know I'm gonna be so bad at this. Look at all those coffees. Got your own cubicle. That's right. Sammykins works here. Ron. Anna. Oh my goodness. I do like you have the audio changes when I get close. One thing that's a little bit weird is the mouse is not locking into the window. So I have 3 monitors. And when I'm moving my mouse around, it leaves the game and goes to my other monitors, which causes some weird issue. Like, seems to be causing a weird issue. Backspace to open. There's no toilet here, which feels. Oh, there's maybe there's not supposed to be a toilet. Toilet. All the lids are down. Uh-oh. Oh, that was me. Rolls of toilet paper, soap, dryer. Like, I don't know what a normal day is supposed to look like. Uh-oh. Okay, I do think this is really cool. I like the variety here. Little mini game. Company. Oh, I forgot to dodge. Oh, now I'm doomed. Oh, I have infinite dodge. For some reason, I was thinking I could only dodge 3 times, and so I had to save them. Okay. Let's try again. I'm going to go check the bathroom right away. See if I can find something weird in the bathroom. Down, down, down. 3, soap. All right, this all looks fine. The boss man. The boss man cometh. Boxes. Oh, you're gonna corner me in here? Overtime. Jemin, welcome in. Hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. Maybe something on the back of doors? Yeah. I am just a person that doesn't. So this is, I say I have car blindness. I literally cannot remember cars that, like, my friend has a car. I'm like, I have no idea what your car looks like. I've been in your car a dozen times. Abnormal things should be quite clear. Okay. All right. Am I stuck here? Okay. Come on, boss. Is this, I think you're stuck. Okay. So I need to save and exit. I didn't make it very far for what it's worth. Oh, okay. How do I get out of this situation? Oh, I have to die. Okay. I don't think I'd made any progress anyway, so I think that's okay. That makes sense. No, Mr. Captain, I expect you to die. Thanks, JD. Okay. Man, this would be evil to make these boxes be different. You said it should be obvious. All right. I hope that's true. And I think you specifically said in the instructions there would essentially be one. Oh man, this guy. This guy. Not that evil most of the time. I'm amazed at how bad I am at this part of the game. I think it's partially because I'm trying to read the chat. Yeah, that's my excuse. I'm reading the chat. I think I do want to switch this back to spacebar. Let me change that back. If I switch to instant movement, the boss gets stuck. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so having this, I don't need the mouse on this, so I can use the spacebar very easily. Cornered. Okay, might be blocking my exit now. We're gonna find out. All right. I will say that I don't. This isn't my style of game. All right, we're gonna check the bathroom. So I'm not. I think it's an interesting idea for games. I'm just really bad at this style of game. All right. This room feels normal. There was a phone in here before. I believe there was a phone. It might have been in this office, though. Oh, it was this office. There's a phone here. Whoa there, JD. I'm just bad at these. Okay. Door closed. So here's the elevator if I want to exit this way. Everything looks normal. Leave through the front using the elevator. If something's out of the ordinary, leave through the back using the fire escape. So if something was out of the ordinary, I would leave this way. All right, just testing that. Tuesday. Okay, so we're on Tuesday, and then it would reset. Okay, yeah, they're down in the bottom right, and I think my voice goes away if I turn my camera off. Someone tell me if I'm assuming you couldn't hear me talking when my camera turned off. There's like a thing in that I have to fix there. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my camera on in that case, but I suppose I can move it to the top right of the screen, I think. Let's see, how hard is that to move? Here we go. Look, I'm flying. Look, Mom. It does. Bone Broad, this one does persist. That's one of the reasons I updated it. So this will persist between streams. Okay. So it does say Tuesday. We're back on Monday. Okay. So the idea is I need to make it through the whole week. And so I could get lucky and just do this a bunch. All right, I need to find the anomalies. All right, I'm on Tuesday, though. That's an easy way to start, I think. Get to Tuesday. You have to get really lucky. What is that? Nothing in here. This feels normal. This looks relatively normal. What does this say? Clean the board before leaving. Okay. Chicken rooster looks normal, I think. Yeah, I know. I'm finally... All right, the boss's room. Go away, boss. This area, there's a note here. No fish in micro. That's open. Stop stealing my food. Clean up after yourself. It's a really cool idea, yeah. I think the environment is amazing for a jam game. Gupta's asking, is every day randomized? I believe it would be fun if the same stuff for every Tuesday, same for every Wednesday. That would be interesting to be able to memorize it. Everything looks normal to me. I didn't go in every cubicle, though. All right, so that's something. Sophia, I'm just looking for like really weird things right now. I don't know if it's gonna be simple or weird things, like things that I might not notice, right? Every day's randomized with a couple of rules. Gotcha. So I'm thinking of anomaly as like, oh, that's a really weird thing. So hopefully that will be true. And not just like, oh, there was a paper on that desk. It's like, I really want to be able to see that picture better. Because I'm like, is that a weird picture or not? I can't tell. It looks like maybe a picture of chickens or something. These mugs, were they stacked this way before? I feel like they were stacked before, but I'm not sure if they were stacked that way. Type things. No, there's not. And one day not. Okay. The picture's your cat. Gotcha. I just can't zoom in to see really closely. The clock on the wall. I just noticed there is a clock on the wall. There's a mug up here on this cabinet. The clock is going the correct way. So I imagine the clock going backwards would be a potential anomaly. I just said I can't tell what the picture is. Slipper, welcome in. Happy Monday. Great to have you here. Or a way to like zoom in on it or interact with it. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. If it's a normal day, I'm gonna leave through the elevator. I feel like this, I didn't see anything that felt super weird. I did not go into the boss's office though. The boss is just stuck. Clipboards on here. I'm gonna choose not to interact. Oh, there's a, I don't know if you saw this. The world here, and when I'm facing away, I'm like inside of the cabinet. Yeah, don't get too close. I won't get close. We have the golf set over there. Okay. I think this is an ordinary day. Okay, it was an ordinary day. Nothing looked super weird to me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations on your number 10, by the way, Slipper Hat. Okay. All right, let's try and see if anything looks super weird. All right. Eric's looks mostly normal. I'm gonna do all the cubicles first. Mary's looks normal. Nothing weird here. This looks mostly normal. I don't see anything weird here. Is the clock going the right way? It is. Nothing strange about that cube. Nothing strange about that cube. This looks, the number of coffees here looks like I have 3 mugs on my desk right now. They're not stacked that way, but there's quite a few. All right, everything's looking kind of normal here. I do like the screensaver a lot, yeah. This room looks normal. This room looks normal to me. There was a sticky note saying please clean the board, but that might have been in another room. Yeah, it was this room. Clean the board before you leave. Nothing here looks super strange. I hope they'd regulate the second mugs. I have so many mugs, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous how many mugs we have. When we moved into this house, there's a spot up really high in a cabinet that you can't see that's just full of mugs. I'm a mugger. All right, nothing weird down here. The radio, I didn't look at the radio before. The radio's looking normal. The boss's office. I will say I do like not having the boss. Having that as an option is really nice. Just for me. This shelf looks fine. This stuff looks fine in here. So an option to disable the boss, I think, because it's hard enough for me to already know what is, try and figure out what's different. I was just scared about not really following the rules without him. Gotcha. Okay. No fish in micro. Sink looks okay. Stop stealing my food. Susan, did it say Susan before? Clean up after yourself. Oh, I didn't check this area. Printers look normal. That's right, Super Dan. Oh man, I worked at a place that had a shared, it wasn't our office. I worked for a startup that was in a building that had a shared kitchenette with all of the other businesses there. Oh man, that was the worst. That was the worst. And the bathroom being shared was also pretty horrific. All right, this feels like a normal day. I'm terrified because I have not yet found anything. I was like, yeah, that looks like an anomaly. So I feel like this feels like a normal day to me. All right, but I have yet to recognize. Oh, we made it to Thursday. I've yet to see a single anomaly for what it's worth. For what it's worth, I have not yet seen a single anomaly. So I'm like, what is an? I'm like, I'm feeling over here. What does an anomaly look like? What does an anomaly look like? How will I recognize it? So I have yet to see something and go like, yes, that is definitely an anomaly. So I'm going to be second guessing myself a bunch till I see one. Okay. Olga. Looks pretty normal, Olga. It's all a scam to keep you guessing. That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. It's just there is never a anomaly. Oh man, what? That's like my senior prank in high school. My senior prank in high school was to release. We released three pigs in the school, labeled 1, 2, and 4. with painted on the side 1, 2, and 4. Oh man, that's I don't know if genius is the right word. Evil, stupid. We laughed a lot about that though. It's on instant step, so when I press the key, it moves it in a whole space. So it's not a smooth transition. So it's not just you. It is the way that I am. The settings I have. Clean the board before you leave. So when I play with it like this, the boss doesn't move. So I don't want to play with the boss because I'm not good at games. This area looks normal. The rooster looks normal. I'm bad enough at this game already. Just avoiding the boss feels like it was a nightmare to begin with. For me. Everything looks normal here. A mirror. Check the clock. Clock's still going normal direction. These cabinets look fine. That looks okay, Susan. Susan's still drinking lots of coffee. Did I check the printer here? These look okay. John's office looks normal. Anna's cube looks normal. Ron left your coffee cup up there again. Apparently, I feel like I've not seen any anomalies yet. It's pretty crazy. All right, we'll open this up. We have that clock's going the correct direction. No fish in micro. Clean up after yourself. Stop stealing my food. Well, so for what it's worth, I cheated on the first day just by being like, well, the first day we'll just always say it's an anomaly. The toilet paper there looks good. Oh boy. I think we found one. Did the music stop? Was that part of it? I think it's just hit the right loop. That should be more frequent than without them. All right. So that guy. All right. So I'm supposed to exit this way. I'm no pro, but I think you have a problem. That's one of those toilet gremlins they've been talking about on the news. Okay. All right, we found one. Okay, so that felt pretty obvious. They called them ghoulies. All right, Eric's. They're very normal. Most places have them. Yeah, the office gremlins. Feels good in here. That was pretty hilarious. All right, that cube felt good. This cube feels good. This room feels normal. Let me check these before I forget. Cube feels normal. Normal. Feels normal. Normal. An ancient lore folk story here that we used to tell kids. There's a monster in the toilet, so don't fall in. I feel like just falling, saying, you know, the shame and like discomfort of falling in a toilet to begin with feels like enough of a reason not to fall in. Having to say that there's a monster in the toilet feels like a little overkill, because it's like, are kids falling in the toilet intentionally? Do kids fall in a toilet a lot? All right, this room feels normal. This room feels normal. Clean the board before leaving. All right, check back here again. This looks normal again. Maybe parents didn't want kids to stick their hands in it. That makes sense. That one makes more sense. Don't reach into the toilet. But how would you associate shame with the toilet without having been taught? It's like there's like the joke that's you know, the book Everybody Poops. Everybody Poops teaches you not to feel shameful, but if you want your kid to feel shame, there's the book that's Nobody Poops But You. Wait until you get into Harry Potter too early and try to flush yourself into the Ministry of Magic. Yeah. So some parents, if you want your kid to feel shame, there's a book for you. It's called Nobody Poops But You. If you want to make your kid feel really terrible about themselves. All right, we're in the kitchen. Everything in here is feeling pretty normal. No fish in micro. Clean up after yourself. Stop some my food, Susan. Feels good. All right, we're getting another toilet gremlin. Did we get another normal day? Get another normal day, perhaps. All right, Zuper Dan, enjoy your run. I think we're a normal day. I'm going to check this stair. I'm not going to go into it, but I just wanted to check that there's nothing weird in here. All right, I feel this might be a normal day. Door closed. It's Saturday. Okay. All right, it's Saturday. There's a song about that, Zuper Dan. It goes B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a car and a key, a 5 and a 10 and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. I think I should have increased anomaly frequency a bit. I think you didn't want people to just keep going into the anomaly like exits. I do like that they're not subtle. The real problem I had with the game last year was just how subtle the anomalies were, and it was not that there was one anomaly each day or like each transition. It's that the anomalies could happen. You could have like there could be like, I think there was like 8 different things you had to check, and each one could be on or off at each different run through it. So it felt bad to have to check them all and be like, well, I didn't even know that there were this many. Yeah, there was a lot, because I think there were 8 different anomalies, and each one could be different. So in a single day, a run through, you couldn't tell what was or wasn't. All right, that feels normal. You got to stop talking so I can focus. I think that one could have been good with, yeah. They were very subtle as well. So we'll check the toilet again. Potentially something to ensure people see a variety of the anomalies as well. I don't know if I ever tried opening the fridge. I did. It doesn't open. Clean up after yourself. No fish and micro. But yeah, I'm not looking for anything subtle. Or it doesn't seem like they're subtle. Clock is going backwards. We're in an anomalous day. The clock is going backwards. All right, so I know that we're in an anomaly. That one is subtle. That one is subtle, and I like it. But that's like the first thing I checked was looking for that weird subtle. Okay, the clock is going backwards. All right, Sophia. I'm glad it's not something like, oh, well, sometimes the name Sophia is Stephanie, right? Gotcha. Eric's cubicle looks okay. Mary's cubicle looks okay. Dan's cube looks okay. Olga's cube looks okay. John's cube looks okay. Anna's cube looks okay. Ron's cube looks good. Amir's looks okay. Gotcha. That makes sense, Curious. Sam's cube looks okay. Water cooler looks okay. Oh, that's an anomaly. Has like a nice little groove to it. Yeah. Very cool. You made it to the what happened? That screen went by way too fast. I don't know what happened there. That screen went really fast. Time goes backwards. Ship sinks in water cooler. Swarm full of so this is all the different anomalies. This was fun. I enjoyed this. Okay. I was very worried that I was gonna hate this, but I really enjoyed it, that it wasn't the anomalies weren't too difficult to get through. Very cool game. Very cool game. I think it would be nice to have a little tutorial to like explain how to play rather than having so much to read. I liked it. I do want I don't think I could have for what it's worth, I do not think I could have beaten this game if the boss was following me around. That would have just driven me crazy. So I'm very glad that there was a way to bug the boss to not be able to follow me around. Really cool entry. Thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you so much for submitting it. Yeah, I must have accidentally hit space. Awesome. I did not think I was going to like that game. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that it wasn't subtle. And I think I just had last year that the anomaly game was just so difficult that it made me really not enjoy it. And that person was also in the chat, so I was trying really hard to make it through that game and just could not make it through. Like not even close. All right, so let me stop the recording here. Let me add in the name. This is my fourth one, DC Jam 2025. This was Escape Work. Oh, I forgot to record the timestamp at which it started again. Someone if you see me doing that again, someone stop me and remind me to do that. So this was Escape Work. And we ended at or about 1:22:45. You want to get your camera down at the bottom again? Sure. Perfect. Whee! There we go. Something like that. Okay. So let's take a look at what we have here. Jacob Marks, I think you're here, right? Jacob Marks RPG, yes. We're going to take a look at yours next. Also, if I missed anything in the chat, feel free to do an @ message if I missed, if there's something you wanted me to see. I didn't say hello to Bone Bra. It's great to have you here. Jacob Marks RPG, wonderful to have everyone here. Slipper Hat, I know I saw you, but welcome in. Yeah, Bone Bra was streaming last night. Let's give Bone Bra a shout out. Bone Bra is also playing games, so be sure to give Bone Bra a follow. Click this heart if you're new to Twitch. If you're not new to Twitch, you can also click the heart. But click this heart to give Bone Bra a follow, because Bone Bra's been playing the games as well in the evening. So for me, this is morning time. Last night, he's been playing them in the evening. So be sure to give Bone Bra a follow if you want to watch more of them, or if you want to watch someone else play your game. I missed a relevant image. Thanks, JD. I mean, JD will send me things that maybe aren't a stream appropriate. So let's do the blur first. Ghoulies. Okay, there it is. Cool. Yes, this is great. They'll get you in the end again. Ghoulies 2. Would this come out before or after Gremlins? 1987. That's before Gremlins, isn't it? Gremlins. 1984. Okay, so after. Okay. I can't believe Gremlins came out in 1984. That's amazing to me. Okay, we're gonna play Jacob Marks next. You're next in my queue. This is gonna be Chicken Hacker 64. Oh, I kept seeing your posts on the Discord. I am super excited about this one. This is Chicken Hacker 64 by Jacob Marks RPG. Boom. We'll pin that up there. It was a horrific ripoff. Just the image looks like a ripoff. Yeah. Gremlins was the reason for the PG-13 rating before there was only PG and R. Really? Oh, wow. I did not know that. JD's just a wealth of knowledge, folks. JD's just a wealth of knowledge. Okay, let me start this record. Oh, so we are at timestamp. Here we go. I'm going to remember this time. This is timestamp 1:25:50. All right, and we'll start this recording. Useless trivia. Downloading is recommended. All right, we'll download this. Since you said it's recommended. Current downloading is recommended. Current found bugs in jam version. Wait button doesn't work in the tutorial. It works in the rest of the levels. Game over screen has some issues. Multiple button presses may be required. Be careful not to shut down the game if playing the Windows or Mac build. Okay. I feel like I'm going to accidentally do this at least once. Audio cuts out in level 1 when playing on Chrome. No issue noticed when using Firefox. Play as the Chicken Hacker using your Tamago Sendai cyber deck to surf through cyberspace and rescue your kidnapped chicken buddies. Chicken Hacker 64 is a genre mashup between classic Dungeon Crawlers and on-rail shooters. Cool. Designed for the Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025 using the themes heist and genre fusion. Controls. Let's take a screenshot of that so I have it just in case they're not in the game or I get confused. Over here to the side. All right. WASD, numpad, arrow keys or D-pad for tank controls. Ooh, I don't have arrow keys on my keyboard. Or my arrow keys are very weird. So I'm going to use my secondary key. We're switching to the Dungeon Crawler keyboard. We're switching to my fancy schmancy Dungeon Crawler keyboard. Okay, I don't need them. All right, never mind. Maybe we won't switch to my keyboard. There's a plugin for OBS that might help with timestamps if you want me to show you sometime. Yeah. Feel free to send me a link in Discord. I think that'd be good. Spacebar, numpad 0, or the bottom face button for your primary abilities, opening your inventory or shooting. I might need to rebind this. Spacebar is a hard one for me as well. Tab, enter, or the right face button for your secondary ability, waiting turn. Okay. Let's give it a shot. to my downloads. Build Windows Jam version. So something helpful in jams, just so you know, something that's helpful in jams is a lot of people will name their files something like this, Windows Jam version. And so if I'm downloading lots of games and they all say Windows Jam version, it's hard for me to know which game I'm actually opening up. So adding the name to your zip file is super helpful. Cannot complete the compressed extraction. Hang on. Extract all. Before you can extract, you must change the permissions for the compressed zip folder. Windows cannot open this. It's saying, here, I'm going to try downloading it again. That's really weird. That's really weird. Windows is detecting a virus. Couldn't download, virus detected. All right, we'll play in the web browser. I might get, is this a Godot entry? All right, here we go. Enhance. Unity, that's interesting. I haven't seen that in Unity. Space Chicken Hacker 64. I love the aesthetic. All right. Press spacebar to start. There we go. You are the chicken hacker. This is true. Your buddies have been kidnapped by General Sando and taken to his culinary research fortress, aided by the Tamago Sandai cyber deck. You will have to surf your way through. While approaching the fortress, your ship was damaged. Now you need to find a new way out of General Sando's ship with your buddies in tow. I wish it was Colonel Sando. Like Colonel Sanders. I don't know if you're going for General like Colonel Sanders there. Colonel Sando would be funny to me. Okay. WASD, rotating, tank movement, arrow keys, or gamepad. I don't. Oh, so I'm not gonna need the tank controls. You're saying. I do have a gamepad. I might like it on that. Okay, we're gonna give it a shot. Press tab or enter to continue. Okay. All right, here we go. Can't fly this anymore, sadly. Going to have to find another way out of here. The jam. I love the like Star Fox feel to it down there at the bottom. Super cool. Okay. Can't go through. I love this. Oh, the resolution is perfect. All right, you got to change your flipper zipper. We can hack that computer to get in. All right, I'm going to move my face back up here. There we go. All right, let's hack it. I'm hacking in. Look at that face. Whoa, it's like an ocean in the mainframe. Okay. Looks like general, looks like the general ship up ahead. All right, so I can shoot. Flying, shooting. Very, what was it called? The word for this style. The ship is too big. Makes it much harder to find my buddies in there. Lock on to the weak point by holding down your attack. On release, you'll shoot a bullet twice as powerful. Here are some defenses. Okay. Nice. Oh, this is slick. This is slick. I do like this. It's like the old arcade games. This feels good. The controls feel good. I'm picking it up. I haven't died yet, which is good. Very forgiving and taking damage. So I took 2 damage there, but very forgiving. because I have so much, like, very nostalgic. Yeah. What's it called when you have like the that vibe, that aesthetic with the grid and the it's like neon something, neon retro or something. Very cool. We hacked it. I like the dead face on the computer. Outrun? No, it's not. I don't think that's what it is. Which way now? Vaporwave. Yeah. Wow, this place is disorienting. Nice, an energy drink. I'll be super speedy with that. Looks like some bomb programs we can use in cyberspace. Cool. Get some upgrades. Sound effects are nice. I don't like the look of that thing. Good thing it isn't moving. Okay. Little foreshadowing, perhaps. We already got this item. Okay. One thing that I was might be nice. This is just me. If after I've gone through a door, if it stayed open to know, so I would know. Oh, I've already been there. I've already been there. Just like as a little indicator would be kind of nice. That's like just a little. The closing is also fine. Just a little detail of like for me, since I see no map, being able to know where I've been at a glance is kind of nice. Access your info by pressing space. And then by pressing escape, space. I took my drink. That's fine. Some medicine. Watch out for that guard bot. Looks like it has a rotisserie ray. Let's stay here and watch where it goes. The spotlight on enemies shows where they can see you. If you can manage to sneak up behind one, you'll get an advantage when attacking them. You can wait and watch an enemy with tab, enter, or the down button. Okay. So enter doesn't seem to be making it wait. So I press enter, nothing happens. Oh, okay, okay. It works elsewhere though. Okay, gotcha. Having different halls have different textures, colors also helps with navigation. Yeah. That's what I did in my game last year. Uh-oh. Activating the rotisserie ray. Have any bombs? Throw them by pressing enter or tab. Out of bombs now. Circuit overflow. We did it, chicken hacker. Defeated by a chicken. How can this be? Got him. I'm just too good at this game, apparently. We made it. That it'll take us to the lobby. Okay. Very cool. We got 4 chicken buddies to rescue. I hope they have cute names. All right, here we go. Zap. I don't know what that did. Oh, it hurt me? That's how I feel, right, JD? Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll, Fox. This is fabulous. All right, this is... What happens? Can I go back down? Did that restart the level? Does that change? I don't understand that. So there's different stages I can go to. Okay. Okay, cool. A little confirmation or something would be nice, because maybe there was something written somewhere already, but I didn't understand that. I think I recognized the level where I just come from. All right, let's... I probably could have waited. How do I get out of the inventory screen? Tab. Okay. I don't want to use the item on accident or enter. Okay. Oh, this is cute. All right, but it works here. Cool. My circuits will get soaked. All right. Oh, I like that I can hold it down. All right, so I'm going to follow this guy back. All right, and then it can... I know you're around here somewhere. Yeah, all of the animations are fantastic. Little... reminds me of Crypt of the Necrodancer a little bit, minus the... in Crypt of the Necrodancer, everything moves to a beat. And so being able to avoid enemies as they move around like this is like part of that game. Really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, so Crypt of the Necrodancer, everything, rather than right now I can press space to make everything move. Everything moves to a beat. And so it's about timing it with the music. All right. Makes my cyberspace attacks better. I do like the like when you're within proximity, these guys saying things is really cool. Why don't robots get promotions? Uh-oh. But then being able to fight them, so it doesn't just send me back, now I can sort of fight it, is pretty cool. Oh, I wrong button for shooting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Take that, egg monster. Eggbot 9000 destroyed. All right, cool. My buddy. Look at that guy. Oh, you gotta save me. We'll get you out of here. I'm coming for you, buddy. Oh, this is great. I am enjoying this thoroughly. Those are some big palm trees. Oh, we don't have to fight them. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I can lock on. Sweet. The gameplay in this is very nice, very smooth, very forgiving. Doesn't feel it feels like when I'm making mistakes and stuff, it's my own fault. I do have like a med pack I can consume. But yeah, this is really cool that games that let you learn them and not feel punished early on. So like I'm not feeling frustrated. Oh man. There's a lot of guys there. Now to get my buddy out of that cell. Thanks for the rescuing me, chicken hacker. You're welcome. You're welcome. Just doing my job. I like the computer being dead like that. That's really funny. Okay. Yeah, I have in my inventory med kits. So I can use the med kit to heal. All right. Do I go back to the elevator? I didn't pay attention to if I got anything back. Oops, tab instead of escape. I don't know if you were here for my trick, Jacob. So full screen on itch is weird because if I go full screen, I press escape, it shrinks it down like this. There's a little bit of a workaround to this. So in your game settings, you can set it up so when you launch the game, it takes up the entire browser window. So there's this launch and full screen option. So it takes up the whole browser window. Okay. So with this, if you press F11 to go full screen, the escape key doesn't exit. You press F11 to exit. So in my game, I learned this from Jim Lee last year, by the way. So in my, yeah, that's what that setting means. In my game, when it starts up, I should have made this bigger. F11 to enter full screen. I should have made it bigger. I've seen several people play and miss it, but have this option in your options saying press F11 to go full screen. And so now F11 toggles full screen and escape doesn't exit. Jim Lee taught me this last year. So credit to Jim Lee for that. Just a heads up on a nice little itch trick. All right, is this guy gonna find me here? Very, very useful, yeah. Oh, dang. I love the little faces that get made. There we go. Just for going full screen on itch, Super Dan, have I shown you that? Jim Lee showed me it last year. So we're in a full screen window in the web browser. If I press escape, the game exits full screen mode. If you make your game take up the full web browser, so there's an option in the itch setting that say launch full screen. When my game launches, it takes up the whole web browser and it resizes with the web browser. And this makes it so that if you press F11 in browsers, that's the key. And in a lot of applications, it says go full screen. And now the escape key won't exit full screen. Instead, F11 exits full screen. And so you can, in your options menu, you can have a little thing that says press F11 to go full screen. So this is super useful for itch games, web-based games. Yeah, you can edit that after you've uploaded. So that is a setting you can still edit and maybe even tell people they can use it. So in the edit game here, you just go down to this setting, embed option, click to launch full screen. Yeah, I've noticed that some full screen web builds don't even read escape to exit full screen. Hidden Away, welcome to the stream. Happy day to you. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's get back to it. Get these bombs. Hidden Away, welcome in. I hope you're having a great day. I use a tool called Zoom It. Zoom It is the name of the tool. I'm doing fabulous, Hidden Away. If you hit the full screen button in the bottom right, the web browser will exit the full screen. The web browser for safety, if you hit the full screen button, it's that the escape key exits full screen. Okay. Is that the right way, or is there a... Oh, I didn't even see that guy's like, more bombs. Let's get bombs. Yeah, Zoom, it's really cool. I'm a teacher. I teach online, so it's really helpful for teaching and creating videos. All right, got him. Got him. Games that use escape in the game, go back a screen. Yeah, I gotta get myself some food. Happy streaming. Thank you so much for stopping in, Curiosity. Have a beautiful day. Hope to see you again soon. All right, there's more of these guys. Let's get bomb. Oop. Ah. See, I want to press escape. I do have a YouTube channel. I'll be posting these on. I think the YouTube commit, is there a YT? YouTube. That's not the right channel. Let me get a link to it for you. This is where they'll be posted. There you go. Essentially, don't assign anything to escape or F11. That's right. No egg for you. Oh, does that guy just sit there? I know you're around here somewhere. That's interesting. Just blocks it. Okay. That says down. Oh, I think I came this way. A little map for people who are bad might be useful. Was there a door down here? I missed this. Ooh, that's nice. No time for video games. Looks like a little. This reminds me of like a pizza parlor arcade room. I think that's what it's supposed to be going for. The style on the ground is fantastic. Where are you going? All right, let's follow this guy. Such a cool texture. Did this guy go down that way? Okay. Little maze in here. Really cool. Picking up bombs. Okay. All right. Got to get my buddy out. Breaking the fourth wall too much? Maybe. Maybe not. I love that. Oh, the little arcade machine there that you're flying up towards is super cool. Are you using a shader for all of your screen textures and stuff to get it to look this way? I'd be curious how you did it, because I'm super new to doing shader stuff. Dramulks, send me a message on Discord. There's a couple steps. You have to use a post processor to use C#10 to change all of the CS proj files in your Unity projects. I'm about to die. Yeah, so you set lang9. You have to set the language version, and then you have to tell it in the CS proj files as well. So there's a post process thing you do. Right, so Unity reloads every time you make a change. Unity will I can't believe I survived. Unity actually rewrites the CS proj file, so you have to add a post processor to fix it. Yeah, so we do have to do a little bit of a something to get that to work. Okay, cool. I better eat a med kit. Yum. That did not do what I want. Oh, dang it. I guess I could use some of these bombs. Is anyone else a like item hoarder in games? All right. Super fun game. Super fun game. All right. Get that. Ooh, bonus heart. I wish I hadn't eaten my med kit. Was that the winds? All right, what way is this guy going? guy coming behind me. Oh, I was waiting for him to come back across. I got caught. All right, here we go. A little crosshair that shows me where I'm shooting would be nice. Because is it always in the center? I can't quite tell. All right. Defeated by a chicken. Done. That's true. You got defeated by a chicken. All right. Wish to make multiple ends with different fights. Sadly, ran out of time. Yeah. This is fantastic. For a 9-day game jam, this is incredible. So well done. This, I think, will definitely be in my top. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I think this is going to be in my top favorite submissions for sure. I mean, it hasn't. So what I will say is this has not yet overstayed its welcome. So a lot of games, the repetition, the repetitive of it gets old. It has not overstayed its welcome yet. I suspect if this game was hours long and this was the whole thing, you just had more levels of all the same stuff. Oh, I was not paying enough attention. Very impressive color palette. I agree with that. All right. Oh. Oh. And got him. Is there a lock on button? I don't think there's a lock on button, JD. Very cool game. Yeah, incredible work here. Oh, I can go back here. Well, the charge drive takes so long to load up, and it only does double damage. I know it can, but I feel like I do more damage tapping space, if I'm being honest. Oh, great take on genre fusion. Yeah, I feel a little bad that my entry, the genre fusion, was tactics combat. It's like, that's kind of, a lot of dungeon crawlers do that, so I don't know. I don't feel like we met that very well. I go around. You want me to use the EMP? All right. Got him. Cool. More damage. More bombs. The EMP, okay, that's cool to get out of a crunch. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Uh-oh. I should have used my EMP. So here, maybe I'm wrong on how long it takes to load it up. So I can do that and keep dodging. It's way more fun to tap that button over and over. Yeah, yeah, really cool. I guess that wasn't too bad. I just want to spam the button. JD, don't you just want to spam it? All right, easier to dodge if I'm doing it that way for sure. Okay. I just want to tap it as fast as I can. Just tap it. Tap it faster. And I think this is where I came from. Why, exactly. See, JD, you know. You know. Very sterile looking hallway. Oh, wait. I've definitely been here. Yeah, this is where like a little map, for me, especially, I'm just partly bad at games, so I've definitely been here. Med kit, bombs. Hallway. This part wasn't super clear. You're now looking for an up elevator. Gotcha, gotcha. It's like, is it in this area? Like, have I missed something that I have to go back for? Is there an up elevator in this area? So just having a little map that says where I've been would be super helpful. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. There it is. There it is. I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Or having a little objective bleepy thing on the game telling me where to go. Breadcrumbs would be nice, or a thing telling me where I need to go. All right, cool. Thank you. I probably would have been lost if you hadn't said that. Smells like chicken. True. Got caught. Oh, EMP would have been really good here, actually. I should have used an EMP. That's okay. I'm too powerful. Can't stop, won't stop. Defeated by a chicken. How can this be? The game's very fast paced. I like that, and I'm really enjoying myself. My rotisserie ray. The name is really funny. I thought that was a sandwich. Making me hungry. It is a sandwich. Very nice. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Plenty of upgrades. Very, very generous with the upgrades. Oops. All right, let's keep going. Intruder spotted. Blap. 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 Like, these fights are quick enough that they don't feel annoying, right? Even though they are repetitive, they're very, very quick, so it doesn't feel annoying. I think in the game that we created, the combat feels a little bit, I don't want to say super repetitive. I tried to make it fresh. I think, oh, I didn't mean to get, I didn't think you'd see that spot. There's a little bit too much of the same combat, especially in the second area. Okay, so he shouldn't have seen me in that spot. Oh no, I got caught. Press start to try again. Oh, do I have to go all the way back to the beginning? Press start, press escape, or start to try again. I was pressing enter. Enter was not working. Tab also didn't work. I had to press escape. That one, enter didn't work. Or maybe I was pressing it wrong. Okay, there was like a saves point. All right. Okay, got some more. Bad boys. All right, gotta focus. Yeah, because these are not very difficult fights. Which is nice, for especially for a game jam game or at the start of a game, being easy is very important. Okay, here we go. Save my buddy. My chicken buddy. Let's do it. We're gonna hack you free. Yeah, I really want to be able to tap super fast. And having some kind of auto target would be nice so that I can smash that button. Or something that toggles between targets could be nice. Like a targeting option. So I hit something, it'll toggle between what I'm targeting. Oh, these are super easy too. I like that. I keep expecting there to be a boss at the end of each one of those. Speaking of smashing that button, folks, be sure to go give JD Does Dev some love. Want to watch our resident Drupal expert working on a multiplayer, I keep wanting to say multiplayer Minecraft, multiplayer Minesweeper. Go check him out. That's what he's been working on. All right, I guess I could use some of these bombs. I have 19 bombs. I'm saving them for a boss, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be a boss. I bet there will be one boss. It like rolls off the tongue, right? Multiplayer Minecraft, multiplayer Minesweeper. There's one boss. Okay, good. Good. I love me a good boss. Need me a big bad. So I will say I do like that you can just fight your way through these guys if you have to. Oh, these guys do a lot of damage now, so if you do get hit. I should use items, though. Yeah, pressing enter doesn't work here. Tab doesn't work here either. All right, so just a heads up, that is a bug. I should use items. Okay. It's just so easy not to. Another upgrade, nice. Oh, I can't move through them. Okay. That's too bad. Oh, I can hack them. That's what it's saying. We did it, chicken hacker. Okay. That's really cool that you can fight them while they're EMP'd. And it's slightly different. Did I use up? Well, I'm gonna get caught. Okay, that's pretty cool. The EMP is pretty cool. Bling. It's finished. Oh, the aesthetic in this game is just fabulous. Oh, did I not rescue? What happened? I thought I had rescued 3 of my chicken buddies. It went back when I didn't. Did I not rescue? Oh. So when I died, did that get reset? Okay. So was this the one I got before is my question. Or did I never actually hack it? Now I'm not sure. Like, did I think it was an enemy? Gotcha. I'll have to go back and try and pick that guy up, hopefully. I want to play a Silver Surfer game like this now. I don't know if there's a Silver Surfer game that exists, but I feel like this would be a great way to implement the Silver Surfer game. Okay, so I need to go back to the other area then to get the... Is this where the other one was, or am I going the wrong way? Really looking forward to another film with the Silver Surfer this summer. Ooh, are they making a Silver Surfer movie? I always really liked the Silver Surfer character. Quick attack, the eye. All right. Oh, no, I don't want to... I guess I could take a med kit. Wish I'd had a med kit before. The level is quite a bit smaller, so you shouldn't take too long to find, especially with all the bots already defeated. It's part of the new Fantastic... That would make sense. I also, for what it's worth, I don't pay attention to movies, really. I didn't know there was a new Fantastic Four movie coming out. Not here. The latest trailer had her in it. Gotcha. Very retro version. Is it part of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I'm assuming it must be. I heard they changed the name to the Embarrassing Four. Why would they do that? All right, we're gonna bomb this guy 4 times. Blammo, 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 blammo. Guy got cooked. Hard boiled, you might say. All right, I don't want to go up yet because there's another... Down. Okay, so I must have...
Whoa.
Holy cannoli, it's C-sharp Fritz. Have you met C-sharp Fritz? Surly Dev wants me to wear a hat. C-sharp Fritz, how the heck you doing, friend? Folks, if you guys don't know C-sharp Fritz, incredible, amazing C-sharp developer. How was your stream? Tell us all about it. If you got a raid and run, no worries. But thank you so much for popping in. Thank you so much for the raid, folks. We are playing Game Jam entries today to Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025. We are playing an entry here by Jacob. Jacob Makes RPGs, I believe that's the username. But thank you so much for coming in. I'd watch that. Rain Man teams up and counts toothpicks for 4 times faster. Oh no, Super Dan. Oh no, welcome in. Yeah. Folks, be sure to give C-sharp Fritz a follow. One of the best C-sharp developers out there, and streams it on Twitch for all your viewing pleasures. Do I have another? I'm out of EMPs. Guess we'll just have to fight through this guy. McNets, great to see you. Frank, welcome back to the stream. How the heck is everyone doing today? I'm having a beautiful day. We're playing entries here. Duke is soft. Wonderful to have you in here. Yeah, this is a game that was made for the Dungeon Crawler Jam. Really cool game. Apologies if the audio is a little too loud or not. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. All right, back to it. We're looking for our chicken buddy. One of our friends here is trapped. We've got 3 out of the 4 chickens rescued. We got to rescue 1 more chicken. Got it. I just know the board is a Tamagotchi. I know, right? It's super cool. The Tamago Sendai. I think the last one is in the blue area. Oh, so it's when I find a blue area, there's an item over there. I need this item. Wish I had an EMP. Oops, didn't mean to exit full screen there. Energy drink. Nope, not fast enough. I think there's a health power up back there that I want to go get. Can almost beat this guy before he starts firing at you, which is kind of cool. I think I beat the last one. Having a beautiful rainy day. Nice. Nice. I'm a big fan of the rain myself. I love the way it smells. Love the way like the environment changes when it rains. Let's go back to the blue area. When you say blue area, is that... This looks like purple. So I have to go back down an elevator, maybe? No, 2 of them were down the elevator. There's a med kit over there I'll get. Blue food walls? Okay. Got it. I'm too good at this game, apparently. That could be blue if you're colorblind? That's probably true. Luckily, I am not. Okay, blue food walls, I see them. Let's go over here. Empty, empty. Dead. Security bot. Let's McFry you. Got him. Okay, cool. That's where I was headed. So it's going to hopefully work out here. Then we'll get the boss. There it is, yeah. All right, I'll just fight this guy. Easy enough. All right, here we go. Here we go. Boom, easy. Easy. Now I need to go get... Gotta go get it. The games in this jam are so good. I've been surrounded by food-themed walls too long. Don't worry, we'll hack you free. Synthwave, that's what I was looking for. Programmer Jeff, welcome in. Great to see you. We are playing Game Jam entries for Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025. How the heck are you doing, my friend? It's great to see you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. There we go. Playing Tron, I see. Yeah, this is Jacob Marks RPGs game here. You can click it in. If you want to play it yourself, there's a pin for it. 4 buddies rescued. Okay. Now I gotta go to that up elevator, I think. Let's see if we can go find the up elevator. Prodigal. I'm feeling lucky, but unfortunately you were not so lucky. Sadly. Not today. I want to make sure this door back here was not the door I was looking for. It wasn't. I feel like I saw an elevator in here at one point. Boo boo. Not here. Are there any rooms? Get in the oven. I like that are they wearing chef hats? That's so funny to me. Let's go in here already. That's a down arrow. I swear there was an up elevator here. All right, we don't want to go there. The down elevator. Ah, there it is. There it is. Up, up, and away. I think we're getting close to the end, folks. All right, let's use a med kit because I can. General Center has to be up here. Some sort of escape ship so we can get out of here. Oh, that's right. Our ship, we like crashed. Fried our ship. Give me all the bombs. I don't have enough bombs. I need more bombs. Give you lots of upgrades. I wondered when you would arrive. That is hilarious. Look at that. It is. Oh, man, that's good. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders chicken? And my brain occupies the computers here. You'll never get through me. We'll see about that. We shall see. Got him! No, my precious sandwich research now. The general is toast. See, that's why I saved all my bombs. That's why I saved them all. Now they're mine. I had a lot of bombs, yeah. Well, to be fair, I just kept saving them, right? Thank you for rescuing us. You're welcome. Great work, Jacob. Fantastic. Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It's very satisfying. It's very satisfying. You know, if you wanted to make it less like after you could have it use it and then be like, this isn't even my final form, and then be like, oh no, I wasted all my bombs. That would be really funny. Really fun to play. Really fun to play. Anything here I should be waiting for? Or is this just it? Did I miss anything that you want me to chew? Or try? Or show off? Fantastic entry. Thank you so much. Let me stop the recording. Really good stuff. Let me name this file. This is 05 DC Jam 2025. The name of this game is Chicken Hacker 64, and our end timestamp is 2/21/25. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Great application of a theme. Absolutely, absolutely. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. All right. We have let's see, how much time do I have? I'm going for 2 hours. I have about an hour here. We're gonna play because next in the list here is Zuperdan. Zuperdan's entry, which I've been super excited to play. Qenari, the Qenari Protocol. And so I think I should have enough time to play this for a while. I want to. I want to do. Yours is the only one in the list. Zuperdan, for what it's worth, yours is the only one in the list right now. I can't wait to play it. I've been wanting to play it, but I wanted to make sure I had time to record it. But I do think I want to be able to spend like 2 hours playing it. That would be ideal, right? I've heard people it takes a while to get through. Yours does not have a save feature. Is that true? I'm going to download it. It does have a save feature. Just don't die yet. I know there's a bug in it. I saw that there's a bug. But you need to restart the game. Okay. Oh, this is another one. It's giving me a virus detected. Hang on. All right, I guess I need to learn how to... I should download it through the Itch app. Let's install the Itch program. Itch app. I bet if I did it through this, it would be fine. It's the machine learning algorithm on Microsoft that's really trigger happy at the moment. Yeah, clearly. I forgot about the itch app. I just haven't installed it. I've used it in the past with great success. Lance, great to see you. Welcome in. We can get another hat on here for you. Oh, I thought Windows was saying itch was being detected as a virus. Are like that unpopular with virus checkers right now. Yeah. I'm doing wonderful, Lance. I'm doing absolutely beautiful. I hope you're doing well. Let me log in here. We're going to switch to this view just in case something terrible happens. Let's see if we can remember our itch login information or find it somewhere. Thank you for the goggles. Thank you for the goggles, JD. You have no power on this scene, though, unfortunately. Fool. Try this. There we go. We're in. We're in. All right, let's go find Qenari Protocol. Installing. Back to my desktop. Doing well. Yeah, wrapping up my shift, so audio lurking soon. Cool. JD, good luck at work today. Thank you so much for coming by. It's wonderful to have you here as always. I hope to see you again real soon. All right, so we're going to play Qenari Protocol. No one else has... I don't think anyone else has a game queued up here. We did Tribes, Jacobs, Local Minimums, and now Zuperdance. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's launch it. I wants to start on my other monitor. Is there a way to exit full screen mode by any chance? Zuperdan. Options. Toggle full screen. This, I wish you could see that it is not, toggling full screen is not working. Because I have a capture screen. When I press F, the screen just flickers and goes back to full screen. Let me try something to see if we can get this to go on this screen here, on this monitor. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna exit the game. We have to change which monitor is my start. Let's see if we can, here, maybe we can go launch it directly there. Settings, manage, open. I know it's because my default monitor is set over here, so it's launching full screen on my default monitor. We've got hats, that's right, Curious DNA. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, it worked there. Excellent. Excellent, here we go. So, programmer Jeff, I can't do that because I'm using a streaming. I have two different computers, one doing streaming, and then I have a capture card that is capturing specifically this monitor. And so you're seeing the capture card. So I can't set up a source that way. Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Yeah. Zuperdan, would you recommend I play this with a numpad? I know that you do. I think that's your preferred, right? All right, we're going to do it. We're going to set up our numpad to play Qenari Protocol. Then we can experience the way Zuperdan expects us to experience it. All right, let's turn on... Yeah, so we're gonna turn on. So Zuperdan, I don't know if I think I may have already told you about this. I got this keyboard specifically so I could play for Dungeon Crawler Jam. because it's reprogrammable. I love it. I love it. It's a little bit pricey, but absolutely, absolutely worth it. So I'm assuming there's no mouse controls necessary for this game. Would that be accurate? Do I need a mouse? Because if I'm using the numpad, I feel like I can't use a mouse. All right. Let's reset. Let's go to my config 4. We're going to rename this Qenari Protocol. Qenari Protocol. Beautiful. All right. There is mouse control just for UI? Okay. But I don't need it during like gameplay, I suspect. All right, we're going to try this. We're going to see how we do. I may end up hating this. We'll find out. I need a bigger desk is what I need. All right. I think we have everything set up. All right. Fire weapon K or Z? That's not on my numpad. That button is definitely not on a numpad. How do I fire weapons on the numpad? I guess I have to use my regular keyboard too. Does 0 do anything on the numpad? W, S, Q, E, A, D. All right, we're going to try it out here. And hopefully it'll tell me controls in the game where I have to go look them up. Still can't shake the images. They came out of nowhere. No warning, no demands. Just black silhouettes against the upper orbit. Silent, fast, coordinated. I was in position near Station Theta, running recon for evac staging. One moment we were syncing comms with the ground control. The next half, our relay chain was gone. I'm forgetting to record this. Hang on, start recording. Add this into our... Start time is roughly 2:30. Okay. Click pass. Personal log. I wasn't on the last ship out. Never made it. The jump drive took a hit during the fighting. Fried before I could engage. One by one, the others jumped away. No fanfare. No goodbyes. Just stakes of light disappearing into the dark. Now it's just me and Rod, the droid. Keeps busy scanning wreckage and patching up systems. We've got a half-functioning fabricator on board, enough to print basic parts. It won't fix the jump drive. Not yet, but it's a start. Been scavenging through debris fields, old stations, wrecked drones. Most of it's junk, but occasionally we find something worth melting down. Alloys, wiring, structural plating. Whatever it takes to rebuild. Mission simple. Prepare the jump drive, reconnect with the fleet, finish the exodus. Until then, I fly alone. Can't afford to wait any longer. The wreckages hold the only chance of escape. Somewhere among the ruins are the pieces I need to repair the jump drive. It's time to scavenge, to fight if I must, and get off this graveyard before it becomes my own. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And then how do I fire? Z. Okay. Okay, cool. I like on the edge of the screens, it's showing me, so I don't know if people can see on the edge of the screen, it shows like destinations apparently. Do I need to click deploy rod, or is there an option? Is there a key I can press to do that? I would also love some ambient music here. Just not music, but ambient noise. One thing that in some games like this that really helps, and maybe you have this and I just don't see it, is a break option. So unless maybe you didn't want that, an option where I can press a button and it just slows me, it slows all velocities down. But maybe you didn't want that. But from a playing perspective, it can be really nice to be able to just have a full stop button. I forget which space game I played. There's a game I used to play a lot. Press tab. You don't have inertial dampening installed. Okay, cool, cool. Looking forward to that. There's no brakes in space or asteroids for that matter. All right. Is there a deploy rod button? Deploy, or I have to click on the screen to do that? Okay. I want a button on my keyboard to deploy rod. Because having to switch between the keyboard and mouse is just a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. For like my setup here. All right. Okay, so this is the dungeon crawler part. I'm assuming you're using Atlas. Ooh. Ooh, that's a cool creature. Nice little animation on it. Okay, punched it to death. Very nice. This is another one. Is there a, how do I get to the options screen? No. Can I get to the options screen from here to see the controls? Like, I don't know what the game controls are. I see there's buttons all on the screen for this. Something that would be nice if there's keyboard controls for this, having a little thing that would, on this, that would say the button to press next to it. Okay. So the button to be able to press would be super useful. Map not installed. For me, at least, especially learning the game. I do like that I can click it. That's nice. Okay, okay, cool. And then having a toggle in the options to turn off keyboard shortcuts on the screen would be good too. Okay. Secure patches, no patch without a valid access card. Okay, we can fight this guy. Animations are fantastic. This feels great. Ambient noise here is amazing. Very, very ambiance. I love the ambiance. I see I'm collecting stuff down at the bottom. I might recommend changing colors for collection, like different types of things down here could be really good. So if I'm taking damage, have that be in red. If I'm dealing damage, have damage be different colors. Have items, like when I'm collecting items, be different colors. So at a glance, if I'm looking for something important, I can just see it at a glance. For watching when someone is playing, it would be nice if the action that captain takes light up. Yeah, that would be really nice too. I see what you mean, but I wanted a green monochrome monoverb. That's totally fine. These are all just suggestions of things that I have seen done or think would be useful. Yeah, so don't take anything I say as like, oh, I know best. These are just my personal thoughts and opinions. And I haven't played long enough to know whether or not I'm going to need that information. It's just some initial thoughts. I really want a mini map already. Ooh, there was that a secret door? Very nice. Found an access card. That was interesting. Oh, it's because of the secret wall. This room's really weird. This spot feels very strange. So I'm in a room. I'm in a room right now and I'm turning around and there's nothing to indicate that I'm moving right now. Just a little thing. Yeah, just a little thing. Maybe even just variations on the wall textures. But I'm going. At first, I thought the game had bugged. At first, I thought the game had bugged. So I'm like, I can't move. I can't move. Nothing's working. So just a little bit. That was a little confusing to me. And especially someone who may not be familiar with like trying to find secret doors, that could be really, really disorienting. Okay, we're gonna head off. Oh, let's go to our fabricator. I really want to get a mini map. Initial dampening, consumables, armors, nano repair circuit. Optic enhancer, scavenger cortex. There's a lot of things here. Cartographer node. This is what I want. I can't afford it. I don't have the right materials. Something would be really nice here too. I know that you're highlighting what oh, you are saying here. It's saying that I need, okay, for a second I was going to say it was hard for me to know. Again, a slightly different color or something to denote which things I'm missing. You do have that here. It wasn't obvious immediately. I felt like it would be nice to know what I needed. All right. Dampening core super cheap. Let's go and make it. That said, this is a very minor thing. This is closest. So we're gonna fly up to this thing here. You don't have a inertially dampening core installed, did I not? So I fabricated it. I have to install it now. Or maybe I didn't fabricate it. Hang on, slow down. Ah. Oh no. Oh dear. Space. We'll just float away. Floating away, floating away, floating away now. Is this Suno? AI? This is definitely the windscreen smab for sure. For sure. 100% the windscreen. I bought the inertial damper. All right, what happens if I click continue? I'm assuming I don't have anything because I didn't save. Yeah, I think I did not save. All right. The ship does look a little weird and out of place compared to some of the other sprites. I think that's just because I think you used AI to generate all of this, right? So some of the styles just doesn't feel. Should before entering a new location, it can be a high level location. Gotcha. Some kind of auto save would be nice. Again, just nice. All right, let's deploy rod. There was a difficulty rating that I noticed now as well. Okay, and this doesn't appear to be randomly generated, which is probably a good thing. I love the effect on it. The like fuzzy monitor effect. It is random when you create a new game. Everything is proc gen from the seed. Oh, that's even better. I really like that. Did I miss anything? I think I got it all. Okay. And where is save? Save game. Okay. And we're gonna get augments inertial dampening core make. So I've made it. Ship status, is that where we find that? And then we install that. Oh, so maybe there's only specific the augments I only have specific slots that I can use here. So it might be that I end up with something else to put in this spot. Okay. Go ahead and save again. Augment specific to ship and rod. Okay. Movement's pretty weird. I know you're going for the ship. When you press forward, your ship moves forward. That is feels a little bit weird to me. Like it would be different if I had just forward movement, but I have left, right, up, and down, which feels super strange to me. Or and I suspect I'm just not used to it yet. But for tactical, like not tactical combat, but like combat, I think it's going to be important. Yeah, I know. He did say that, so I'm just saying that the movement is weird. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Maybe should not try that spot. Are some of the enemy ships going behind the space station? Maybe. I didn't see him. Kevin, welcome in. I'm out of energy. I got to reload. Okay, dampeners. It's a toggle to turn on and off. Oh, geez. Might be toast here. Oh, my integrity is recharging. Okay. Okay. Oh, geez. Maybe you should come back. I should come back to this one. This is so interesting. You know, it's really interesting here. I was feeling like I was feeling bad that my game, I didn't feel like it felt like a dungeon crawler. And I feel less bad playing this because this certainly does not feel like a dungeon crawler at this moment in time, right? And so I feel less bad about that now with the genre fusion. I definitely was feeling like my game, our submission, our entry, did not feel like a dungeon crawler. I do not feel so bad about that at this moment. This is super cool. All right. Dampeners are great. All right, cool. All right, let's do a quick save. Almost clicked load game. Difficulty 0.39. I don't know what that means. I've collected quite a bit more stuff. Let's add in, I have my cartography node I can do. Okay, do that. We're going to install that in ROD. Maybe? Did I fabricate it? I thought I did. Did I not click the right thing? Is there a link to this? Oh, let me get a link to this one. I apologize. I didn't do that. We are playing Zuper Dan's Qenari Protocol. Let me pin that up at the top. Thank you for the reminder. Go to the cargo bay. Well, it didn't for my ship. My ship did not. That did not happen. And now, okay, that makes sense. I mean, there's things about that make sense. Okay, let's go back to the fabricator. I'm gonna save here, just in case I want to pick up new items. Oh, this is such a cool one. I mean, for a game jam game, it's totally fine. These are all weapons. All right. Sunlance, early model pulse laser with moderate damage and low energy cost. A next generation acoustic processor that dynamically adapts to combat scenarios, filtering out disruptive noise. Pulse rifle, a rapid fire energy weapon that discharges compressed 5 volts with moderate damage. Shock baton. I'm looking at, so attack 2. Attack 5, cooldown 2. No cooldown. Laser sword, attack 5, no cooldown. Let's make one of these. Laser sword. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. This is really cool. Like, there's so much to do here. It's like a little overwhelming, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Something you could do to make it a little bit less overwhelming initially is you have fewer things. You end up finding schematics as you go, so you unlock menu items. So this, you don't have, like, right now I have a ton of things to look through. And it's really not that much, but maybe start with like 2 or 3 things in each of these so I have less choices. And then I would unlock schematics as I go. I would discover things that get added to this, so that way I don't want, right now, and I'm streaming, so I don't want to do it while I'm streaming. I want to literally look through. I'm such a nerd, might not be the right word, but I'm such a person that wants to know what are all the things that I can make right now. I want to weigh some balances and like, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Nice, since it's all proc gen, I found it difficult to do that in a good way that ensured progression. Gotcha. So even the items are procedurally generated? Like what? Oh, you mean placing schematics out in the world. Gotcha. I understand that now. One thing you could potentially do with that to make it where you always find the schematics in a specific order. So the schematics are out there and you always unlock the same schematics. Maybe, I don't know. That sounds like a terrible idea now that I'm thinking about it. Let me get some armor here. Let's get a defense 3, 2. Let's get a flak vest. Exactly. Some kind of upgrade. Maybe there's something on the ship that's constantly doing research for you, so it will just automatically unlock them. So you don't have to find them. Instead, it's just over time, new things get added. That could be an option. I'm not sure what the best way to do it would be. All right, my mouse is acting weird because I have it in a weird spot. All right, let's go to cargo bay, move these over to ROD. And we're going to equip armor. Question, is this my left hand or my right hand in my UI? Because technically this should be my left hand, but I'm curious what it's going to be. Ah, researching blueprints. Ooh, even cooler. Even cooler. I like that. Let's go in here. Okay. I assumed based on it would be in the left hand, based on it being on the left side of the screen. I don't have a ranged weapon yet, but I have my laser sword. Blink. Little sound effects there. Okay. I think it's using energy. My sword is. No, what is using energy? Is that just me taking damage? Or my armor or something? Found some stuff. Now that I know that there's secret walls, I really want that radar. Did I not install? Oh, the cartographer node? Okay, I do have this. There's a radar I want to install. Really cool map. All right, map. Got some space over here to go get. Can I toggle to the map with just M? Okay. My attack does appear to use energy, which is not what I would expect. So this is interesting. This seems to be a bug. I can press attack if I click here, but the button, if I click here, it attacks, but the button is disabled. Perhaps I just misunderstand what this weapon is saying. It's maybe 0 additional energy on the attack. The reason I'm confused is because it says 0 energy here. So I was confused as to why it's using energy. Where is that energy number coming from? The amount that's being used. No bonus to max energy. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. We made it. Fabricator. Can I make a radar? Dynamo regulator. Echo pulse array. Echo pulse array. Gotcha. Enables on-screen radar. Let's do it. Can find secrets, hopefully, is my hope there. Oh, I have to go to my... So the thing is, I'm almost always going to want, at least I feel like I'm always, so far, every time I've made something, I've wanted to put it on rod. And so having to make it, go to cargo, move it to rod, go to rod, install it, feels a little bit weird. Or could be streamlined, right? And I do this in my games all the time where something's not streamlined like that. I understand that the idea is, well, everything just goes to the cargo bay. There's something nice about that too from a simplicity standpoint. Let me go ahead and save. Thank you so much for the reminder. Is there a just like quick, we need a scum save button. A button on this screen or a hotkey to just save would be potentially nice. All right, can I make anything else? Don't have... I want a ranged weapon. I'm going to need more stuff. Looks like I'm kind of out. Another thing that maybe a filter by a button here, filter by what can be created would be really cool. I would simply have a filtered cargo section on Roger that only shows things that you can, yeah. So we have filters for these things here, but just a button that says show things I can make would be super helpful. I do see that they highlight, but on this all section would be really cool. Munglo, thank you so much for the raid. Munglo, my friend. How are you doing today? Folks, if you guys don't know Munglo, go give Munglo a follow. Incredible human being streamer. Helps, I believe Munglo has even made contributions to our dungeon crawler engine, which is super cool. How was your stream, Munglo? What were you working on? Okay. Let's have a go here at, we have our radar showing a thing up here, so we're going to float up this way at a not too fast pace. The Hat King, I'm doing well. We are playing entries for Dungeon Crawler Jam. Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025. This is actually Zuperdan's entry. Yeah, some great parallax stuff. There is, I don't know if you noticed this, there is a really long delay from the time I press fire to the time I hear the fire sound. So I'm gonna say shoot, and then you'll hear it shoot, shoot, shoot. So it's like I'm saying shoot when I press the button. Shoot, shoot. So there's a quite a delay on that sound clip, which is a little weird. Once you're firing a lot, it doesn't matter. But I thought it was weird initially. Sound time travel, of course, exactly. So it's just the feedback on that. It's a good explanation of what's happening. All right. We are collecting some resources here as we go. It's a feature for sure. For sure. I wanted to get a ranged weapon, so I can't get one yet. Energy matrix belt. All right, let's go ahead and make this and equip it. And we will do a save. Difficulty 0.7. So this is still below 1, but this is twice as difficult as the last dungeon. All right, we are detecting life forms. That guy does not see us yet. Now he does. Uh-oh. Okay. I do love, so here's something I wish I had done in mine. I love that it shows areas I've seen but not been to. I really like that. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I really like the little detail here on the map of I've seen it. For this environment, it's really cool. This reminds me a lot, just the aesthetic of last year someone submitted the underwater game. It feels quite a bit like that, just from like the aesthetic and vibe. Oh, it's really good. Yes, I like that it's a radar, so I'm not just looking at it while playing. Okay. What did I get? Had some people not believing this is not 3D. It's a very good atlas you build. Did not get much here. I want to try and make this pulse rifle. I need nickel. Need a nickel. Little exit square marked on the map could be nice. Yeah. All right. 4,000 is the closest one over here. So we're going to head this way. It's a really good one. So it was generated from 3D objects, but is not 3D, which makes it really cool. Have a really cool feel to it. Uh-oh. Oh, out of energy. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing I need to do soon. I mean, they all die in one shot, but having some kind of targeting system or auto thing or drones that deploy or something, we'll see what options we have. But just to have more energy, yeah. Oh, F5 is a quick save. It doesn't necessarily say. I don't get any feedback that did anything. But yeah, a lot of games did have like F5, F7 as quick save. All right, let's go ahead and save here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. Save, fabricator, weapons. How do I know which are these augments? Okay. It's like, are some of these weapons ship weapons? Barrier field mount. Oh, if there's a vacuum, get the Sunlance Mark II. Enhancing meter array with sharper focus and increased damage at the expense of higher energy consumption. Ah, ship weapon. I see it. It says right there. Okay. Cool. A next generation acoustic processor. Oh, almost clicked the wrong thing. Armor. Are any of these ship things? Can I go up and down in this with the keyboard? I cannot. I would really like to be able to click through these. I mean, move through these using the keyboard. Having to click on all of them feels a little annoying. Augmented, which enables on-screen compass, on-screen radar, range amplifier. Augmented, which increases radar range by 2 units, 4 units. Anomaly visualizer is nice, which enables display of illusionary walls. This is what I was looking for. Awesome. Enables display of monster health. That could maybe be useful. An advanced auditory processor and isolates critical battlefield sounds while suppressing environmental noise, allowing enhanced focus during combat and granting a slight boost defense. An internalized reinforcement grid that saves armor resistance. Neural impulse. Nano repair, an embedded subsystem that deploys micro repair bots to mend minor hull fractures over time. Stellar cartography, an advanced module upgrades that unlocks access to ship's deep space maps and allowing the detailed viewing of explored and uncharted. I like that. Yeah, I was gonna say having something here or a color showing it. I don't want to accidentally buy the same thing, right? High efficiency repair mods that excite structure restoration during combat. Flux stabilizer. This is super cool. More defense is probably a good idea. Pulse rifle is something that I want though. A ranged weapon. All right, let's go into our cargo bay and add these things here. Okay. And go over to rod. Like this. Ship. Install these. Having something like when you buy a little thing that says, that pops up says, would you like to install this now? Would be, you know, that would fix the issue of it going to the cargo bay. As when you buy it, a thing will pop up saying, would you like to install this now, and show the current thing that is there and allow you to switch it. All right, let's do a save. 7.5. All right. Auto install if empty. Yeah. Super cool. The noise is an option to hide that area already bought just as much as one to hide all that can't be bought. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. A filter by... Is that it? Oh no, there's a whole nother hallway here. I was like, wait. Blammo. Very cool. Ah, the visualizer down in the bottom left. There. Nickel. Oops, I was moving too fast. All right, up. Just to say, got it. All right, the visualizer saying, oh, that's cool. That's cool, saying that there's an illusory wall nearby. Really like that. Really, really like that. You still have to be paying attention. I like it. It reminds me of the Might and Magic. They have the on-screen indicator when there's an illusory wall. Yeah, so in Might and Magic, the games, there's a little lizard on the hand that if you have Detect Magic Wall on, or I forget whatever it's called, the little hand moves to indicate, hey, there's a wall here. Doesn't completely give it away. Gotta pay. Still can't just be... Very cool. Very, very cool. I like it. Okay. Save. Fabricate. Augment, which enables display of monster health. Let's go back to... I feel like the laser sword... I think it would be good to know how much it was consuming. Like, I do think this is probably just a better weapon because it cost more. Shields, deflector array. I like having the second hand as a weapon. Radar range of 4 units. Did I already get the stellar cartography unit? I don't think I did. Let's get that nano repair circuit. Okay, and cargo bay. Oh, hang on, no, go straight to the ship status. Boop, boop. Okay. And then we can go to star map. Oh, cool. We can see the difficulty of them. Something that would be really nice here, potentially, and maybe there's a module for this, to have a resource detection. David Winsands, welcome in. I want you to tell me, you want me to tell you a story? How did you get so into hats? Have you heard? Yeah, you haven't heard my hat story? So when it's like I play a lot of board games. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I play a lot of board games. So back behind me there, you may recognize my board game collection back there. So helping to choose the destination, right? So I have a lot of board games, and I like hat boxes. So hat boxes are great to store parts for games. Wish I had an example to show you, but they're these round boxes. I think they're kind of cool. And so when I was about 20, maybe 21, is when I was in college, my mom asked me, "What do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "Tell people I want hat boxes. Tell people I want boxes. I want the round boxes. You can go to the hat store and they'll sell them to you. They're not very expensive. I want boxes for all my parts, like varying shapes and sizes." And my mom heard Joe wants hats for their birthday, and so I received a bunch of hats. It might have been Christmas, I don't remember, but then people just bought me a bunch of hats as gifts, and so that's how the hat thing started. All right. Okay, this one's the closest, 2570. So we're gonna head that way. I don't know if I saved. Cargo bay, nothing here. All right, let's head off to this one here. But yeah, that's my story. That's my story. Thanks for asking, David. Ooh, it's a much better weapon. Something that I think would be nice about this too, I am bad at looking up at my energy in the top right corner. If you had the bar on when I fire, have the bar on the ship so I can see the bar. Same with integrity. It's not visible, but when I take damage, I can watch it go down. So that way I don't have to keep looking up at that part of my screen. I know a lot of games do that. Exactly. When you're at 100%, turn it off, right? Maybe the edge number should try to be upside down on the left side. Yeah, something like that. Blast them. Ah, gotcha. Fair enough. You're in a jam. You're like, I don't got time. No one's got time for that. Found some cobalt. Something that would be nice too is having an indicator. So like some way to select, hey, I want to build this thing. So in the fabricator, there's some item I want to mark as build. Being able to check that as like, this is the thing I want. And then having some kind of indicator on in the game screen that when you get enough resources to make that thing would would say resource, like it'd have a little checkbox, like a quest dialogue that fills up. Exactly. So I don't have to keep looking. I could just say, oh, this is the next thing I want. And so I don't have to keep going into that screen to look at it. Awesome. Secret walls. I think we got it. Cool. go ahead and save. Should probably wrap up here. It's such a cool game. I'm going to be playing a lot more of this, by the way, Zipper Dan. Really, really cool game. I feel much better about the amount of crawling in my game after playing this one. I was feeling very much like my game did not have enough crawling in it, but it's definitely about this amount, I would say. And so I think that I feel much better playing this. It's kind of like, I feel like my game is just, the game that our group made did not spend enough time in the dungeon. So cool. I want to keep playing it. I'm probably gonna be playing it a lot later today, but I do have to wrap up because I got to get ready for work here. Mine is borderline not. I had plans. So in our game, you will find tons of secret walls and crevices and places where I was planning to put things. We had a 3D artist who just disappeared about 2 days in, who we were planning to make props to populate the dungeon so you could go find things and collect them. And then that just never materialized. So I ended up just building a loot randomizer sort of in the last 24 hours. So that was really sad. That said, I feel like the rest of the team was there the whole time, which has not been my experience. I try and push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm not good typically at working with people. And for that reason, I do not do game jams with other programmers, because I think part of it is I have such a very particular way of doing things as a programmer. I don't like to have to, in a short amount of, for a game jam, for a small amount of time, I don't want to have to mentor someone. Long period of times, I'm a teacher. I love mentoring. I love teaching. But when it's a game jam, it's like, I want to get it done. I need to get it done in a very specific way of doing things. I did this game jam was expecting people to just sort of like come and go and disappear like it has happened in the last two. But that was not the case. Everyone stuck around. The 3D artist, sadly, I think maybe they didn't tell us something came up, but they just kind of ghosted us a little bit. So a little sad there. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, well, I'm going to get it done either way. And so I just start putting placeholders in and say, hey, there's placeholders in here. If you send me something that you think you want to add to the game, send it along. I'll add it in. We got monsters, we got items, we got walls. These are the 3 environments we're trying to do. So send me stuff. Just send me whatever, and I'll do my best to get it in there. I did a few game jams with 3+ other programs where I was the only one who knew anything about art. Didn't work too well, I can imagine. Yeah, I don't work with other programmers on game jams. It's just has not been a good experience in the past. All right, everyone, I'm going to wrap up here. We're going to raid out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let me stop this recording. Let me mark that here. This was 3/21/36. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for hosting the game jam. Thank you for your submissions. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing game jams. I think Fridays I won't be streaming, but I'll be streaming every day. Fridays I might stream in the evenings, but I'll be streaming every morning local time until I get through all of them. I may not play downloadable games unless someone requests me to play them, but otherwise I will. Oh, it's been so much fun. Of course. Thank you for submitting them. I have so much fun doing this. Grumpy Game Dev showed me this game jam in 2023. Had such a blast doing it that it's been something I look forward to all year long. And I'm really hoping for a mid-year game jam, another mini game jam partway through the year. Super forward looking to it. Yeah, he has stuff going on this year, so he hasn't been streaming as much either. I hasn't streamed in a couple weeks, I think, but he has just other stuff going on, live stuff. Awesome human being. One of my favorite people. All right, let's find someone to raid. I don't think anyone is doing Dungeon Crawler Jam stuff. The Splores, yeah. The Splores are good. Let's go to, probably do Practical NPC. No one else is on. If you guys don't know, Yearjoy is a really interesting streamer. You guys don't know who Yearjoy is? Yearjoy is one of the creators of the Lost Vikings, Warcraft. He was one of the original members of, I believe, Blizzard West before Blizzard became a giant company. Not, I wouldn't say the most entertaining streamer, but such a cool place to go and talk to him and learn about like his ideas. And he often is playing his old games, the games that he worked on making. He wasn't a programmer, but he worked on a lot of those games. Really, really cool person. Yeah, so I highly recommend checking out Yearjoy. Really cool person just to chat with. He's been working on a game sometimes. But he plays a lot of his old games. But yeah, he worked on Warcraft, the original StarCraft. Learn You a Game Jam 3. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Learn You a Game Jam 3. I need to figure out the dates. I have so many things going on this year. It'll be in, I believe it's gonna be in June. I got to figure out the dates. There's a delayed reply. I missed it. All right, I got to get out of here. Sorry. Let's go to Practical NPC. One of my favorite streamers. We're gonna raid Practical. Awesome, awesome, amazing. Another amazing human being. Does Godot development, working on a precision platformer. Remember to keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. I will be back tomorrow. We'll see you there. Bye.